Welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangi.
I'm Jack.
And we are live. Sorry we're late. We had actually talked about not going live tonight because I was planning on painting my cabinets. If you follow us on social media, then you saw that we've got the first coat on. I was planning on doing the second coat, but I didn't, and it's too late now.
Well, and I've been painting up until about an hour ago.
True.
And
in the basement.
So we stopped to have supper.
Yep, still eating.
And yeah, she's still finishing up hers.
Because I went downstairs and played when I should have been having supper.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Yep, we got a few people joining us now.
Yay, so glad you guys are here. Sorry we're late. So how's everyone's week? Ours has been good. Just busy. But just to let y'all know, okay, so I have started painting the cabinets and I am filming it. So there will be a video when I'm ready for the reveal. But one thing I have learned is that the white, which is the top cabinets, it's probably gonna need about 3 coats. Doesn't look like 2 is gonna get it. I know. I'm trying not to dwell on it too much. But yeah, but the blue is covering very well, and so it'll only need 2.
Because we had white cabinets in our old house. I think we'd ever go back. I think it's going to look good since they're all not white and you're doing the blue that kind of complements it.
Yeah.
So it should look really good. I was just kind of surprised you were going back with white.
Well, like I've explained before, I've never said that I thought white cabinets were ugly. I just don't like the maintenance, the upkeep, because it shows everything. That is why I'm doing 2-toned. So we have the white at the top, but the cabinets on the bottom that get the most dirt are dark.
Yeah.
What kind of paint? It is an oil. What did it call? Oil.
It's cabinet paint.
It's cabinet paint by Valspar.
Yeah, it says cabinet paint, but I don't know what kind.
It's
I don't know
oil enriched.
Man, I didn't realize how washed out we are.
Yeah, I think you need to wipe your lens probably.
Let's wipe the lens. I can't wipe. What am I going to use
I'll
to wipe
get
the
some.
lens?
Hang on.
I was going to use my shirt.
No, I'll do that.
Put my shirt all the way over there.
You don't want to pull your shirt up either.
No. Hey, Kentucky Faith Haven.
Hey, Carol. All right.
And Kathy's with us. Ridge Life is with us. Boots and Bounty.
All right, this might get a little foggy for a moment. Bear with us. There we go.
Hey.
Mucho
I
better.
think that helped. I think it did.
Yeah, it did. I'm a genius.
How's that?
I'm a genius.
Are we clear?
It's all right. You can admit it. It's fine. All right.
Oh, I can smell it too.
Yeah, it's just basically, this is, it's a lens wipe. I get them for my glasses, and basically it's like a papery thing doused in rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. Says, how's the basement painting going? Well, it's going. It seems like it's
a light at the end of the tunnel.
It seems like it's nonstop going.
Yeah. So much.
Painted more today. Painted right up until about an hour ago. I've been painting all afternoon. Yeah, I think the light is at the end of the tunnel. She wants to get off camera when she's feeding her face. So, but anyway.
Not everybody wants to see me like.
It's
spaghetti and salad, by the way. That's what we're having.
It's looking much better, but I still have a whole lot to do. A whole lot.
Yeah. I mean, and there's just so much to do. And like,
I would have had it all done a long time ago if I had 2 or 3 of me.
Yeah, well, ain't that the truth for everybody though?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's never enough time, never enough manpower.
Last week at work, by the time I'd come home from work, I was so exhausted. I was like, I thought, yeah, I'll just work a little bit each night and have it done.
Yeah.
And probably went 5 days in a row where I was so tired when I got home from work. I just couldn't go down there and do that.
Yeah.
So been trying to get what we can do on my day off work.
Yeah. Oh, Rosie, that's awesome.
And we're sitting
Hey, Karen.
on our couch in our living room tonight because of the basement. I mean, because of the kitchen.
Of the kitchen, yes. So I did give a little sneak peek. Really, in that picture, like all the cabinet doors were open because the paint was still drying. You really can't get a full.
I think we froze.
You can't really get a full appreciation of what it's going to look like until you close all the cabinets.
Okay.
So anyway, it's gonna be so pretty, you guys.
You're gonna have to get off.
All right, so there's a couple of y'all. You saw my my TikTok. Yeah, I've watched TikTok for a long time, but I've not posted anything. So yeah, the I made a TikTok video. It was fun though. Cranberry and strawberry. That sounds so good.
Don't want to sit on the dog.
Yeah,
If y'all can
Georgia's
see this.
sitting over there.
We're freezing up, I think. I don't know if we're freezing up or not. But I think
Are we freezing up on y'all's end or just ours?
Are we freezing up? Yeah, what she said.
All right. It did once, but we're good now. All right, good deal.
Okay.
Hey, there's Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I'm right here with the dog.
Yeah, that's George.
Say hi, Georgia.
Well, hello, Rhode Island.
Say hey. Say hey to everybody.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Also, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I went to Walmart and thought I want to see if they have any jars. So I went over there and they had jars, and I didn't buy all of them. I actually sent him a text, but he didn't respond. And I thought, it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
I saw your text.
But
I was driving.
okay, well, I decided not to get all the jars, even though I wanted to, and I just got three. I got 3 packs. So I got like a quart size, a pint size, and a half pint.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to build that supply back.
I was driving in a rainstorm, and I was trying to go somewhere that I hadn't
Thank you,
been before,
Christina.
so I was watching everything to make sure I didn't make a wrong turn. I went to pick up a bookshelf and an office desk.
Oh, you guys, it's so awesome.
Yeah, I got a good deal on that.
Well, here's the funny thing.
I found it on Facebook Marketplace because we lost so many items in the basement, and one was my little study where I would, I had a little office space down there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try to fix that back. Yeah, I'm trying to fix it back up nicer this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, the picture on the Marketplace
Did not do it justice.
no, it didn't. So, but
It looked like a little desk and a little shelf.
But anyway, I made an offer, and he said, yeah, come pick it up. And I said, well, let me come look at it. Y'all, this is a custom-built desk and bookshelf, solid cherry wood. The drawers that come out of the office desk are the ones that self-close. They close on their own. The bookshelf is, I think, 6 feet high and about 5 feet wide.
It's nice.
I was like, whoa, I just got a major,
huge steal. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So I was very pleasantly surprised when I saw it for sure. Yep. Christina said she loves the kitchen cabinets. I'll be happy when it's done, but I'm so thrilled with the colors. They really, really, the kitchen's gonna look very different, I think, when it's all said and done.
You only have 3 items left on Amazon.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Well, last
That's
week we mentioned the Amazon list, and then we got to talking
Hey,
about
Tracy.
things that we kind of, again, it's a wish list item.
Tracy, we got your letter. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Made us smile.
Yeah. We, a wish list items. And so we talked about the outdoor burner, the camp shelf stove, propane thing. So I went ahead and put, I said, should we put it on there? And at first I said, no, I don't want to put that on there because that's not necessary for us to get back in our house. But since it's a wish list thing, I went ahead and put it on there.
Huh.
If anything, to remind me
That
when
we need to get one.
we need to get one because if it's in that list, it's going to remind me later that is something that I planned on getting. So, anyway. Hello from New Mexico. Yeah, thank you again, Tracy, for the letter.
Kung Pao honey meatball soup.
Meatball soup. Thought she was going to say Kung Pao chicken.
You're dumb autocorrect. For a second, that looked like you're dumb. Y'all know a funny story? Hang on. Let me chew my food first. My cud.
Hey, there's Farm Girl.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hello.
Okay. So, let me tell you a funny story. Okay.
It's hard to go live while you're still trying to finish up supper.
Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so here's my story. When I was in the 3rd grade, I had started a new school. And I walked into the classroom, and I had to sit in front of this boy who I thought was just the most handsome boy I'd ever seen in my life. This is funny, and it's dumb at the same time.
I don't know why you're telling this.
Because the "you're dumb" reminded me. So
Okay.
So anyway, so I wrote my very first love letter
Hey, Mike.
to this boy that sat behind me. And I told him that I thought he was the cutest boy I'd ever seen, and did he like me? Check yes or no. So he wrote back, "You're dumb, D-U-M." And then I decided that I hated his face.
Like a dum-dum.
Yeah, I hated his face, and I never wanted to talk to him again ever in my life.
Yeah, he wasn't cute no more, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was a meanie. Anyway, I just thought that was, so that you're seeing the "you're dumb" just made me think of that.
Oh, me.
I got the one that I really wanted.
Yeah,
so,
you didn't have to pass me a note.
No, I just had to be patient. Knew you'd come around eventually. All right.
Hey, Sherry from Cannon City, Colorado.
Kathy said, "I almost timed you out." That's funny. Oh, me. Let's see. Let me know when it is safe to crawl out from under this rock. No. I mean, you did it right. It was just like first glance, oh, that's what it looked like. Because it was YOU''RE ... dumb autocorrect. But, you know, when you read it and you're paying attention, you totally get it. No. But that was hilarious, though. So how did we meet? Do you want to tell it or shall I?
I will tell the short version.
If you ask me what time it is, I will build you a watch.
Yeah. Short version is we met through church. Her grandfather actually was the pastor of the church I grew up in as a kid. So when we got older, we still would go visit him and his family because he had moved back home to Georgia. We were in Kentucky, but we were still close with the family. And so I'm down there visiting friends and visiting with him, and met her down there. So through church.
That is the very short version.
That's a very short,
There's
the
many
church she grew up in, the
layers.
church I grew up in, they fellowship together again. So yeah, but it was.
The first time I remember seeing him, I was about 14. Now, you all may not know this.
Let's not build the watch now. Let's move on.
He's 7 years older than me, so I didn't pay him any attention. He didn't pay me any attention. And then I saw him again a couple of years later, and it just, again. But about a year after that, he was single, I was single. I thought he was cute, he thought I was cute. And the rest is history.
Okay.
See, that wasn't too bad, was it? I didn't
No,
go,
that wasn't.
I didn't go
thought
the
you were going to go on and
long
on and
way.
on. Yeah.
But yeah, so we met through church, and that's a really great place to meet someone, by the way.
And where did we go
there.
out to eat on our first date?
Our first date was in Gainesville, Georgia, and we went to the Applebee's. And we went and saw a movie after that.
Because we're going to have to sing that song now, aren't we?
Like Applebee's on date night. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we went to Applebee's before Applebee's got cool.
Yeah. I think it's actually kind of gone down.
Actually, we went when it was cool.
I I guess. I'd never eaten there before. And I just remember I was so nervous that I could not eat. And I was shocked that how quickly he inhaled his food.
Hungry.
I even remember what we got. I got a salad because I thought I would be a dainty female and get a salad that I couldn't even eat. And then he got chicken tenders and french fries and like inhaled it. Of course, you would think growing up with brothers that I wouldn't have been surprised, but I was. I was like, dang, the boy could put away some
Fancy
food.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Fancy
just
like
popped in her head
Applebee's,
when she
yeah.
saw we ate at Applebee's.
That's funny. We saw the movie Scream 2. Scream 2.
2? Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah. And what's funny is like we don't really even care for movies like that. But
I don't like horror movies at all.
But it was a movie and
It was just, it was an excuse to go out.
Yeah.
We wanted to go out.
We didn't really
and
pay
that
much
was the
attention
movie.
to the movie. I mean, I really don't even remember much about Scream 2 at all. But I remember he held my hand, though, and I thought that was pretty awesome.
Heirloom permanent. What's up, land of freedom?
Hey, hey. So yeah, let's talk about some prepping, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about prepping.
So I went to the grocery store this week, and I did not film the haul, by the way, but I will say I knew because it's been coming down the pipeline. Basically, if you watch the West Coast of the United States, their prices seem to go up before here on the East Coast do.
We've got people from there watching us.
Yeah, so just, sometimes I watch, and then it seems like maybe about a week or so after they start talking about price increases, we start to see them here, and sometimes not even as bad as they do in the West Coast. Okay, so
September is National Prepping Month.
Yes, it is. So I knew that prices were going to start going up, that we would see a price increase. But again, here we just see usually very subtle price increases.
No, at the end of our show, we're not going to do the Applebee's dancing song.
No.
They're like, I vote yes, I vote yes.
my
I was like,
goodness.
y'all going to be disappointed.
Yeah, because we don't really even know it. Okay. But, I mean, we've seen it, but we don't know it. Okay.
I didn't even realize it was an actual
I didn't
song.
either. I thought it was a commercial.
I thought it was just a stupid commercial or TikTok. I didn't know it was an actual country artist that sung the song until
Fancy like Apple
last night.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay, so
All right,
anyway, so going back to the thing.
Let's talk about prepping.
Okay, so anyway, so I knew the price spikes were coming. I went to the grocery store and my jaw was like, where the heck am I even? This cannot be little Podunk, South Central Kentucky with the prices. For years, okay, just to give you an example, for years, probably the last 4 years, we've been able to get a gallon of milk at Aldi for 98 cents. And it has stayed like that consistently for years. It's now $1.98. And this literally happened within a week. And I asked the guy, I mean, that's just one teeny tiny example. There was...
So what did he say? Because I have a feeling I know.
All the prices went up. So I said... I noticed your prices have gone up. And he's like, yeah. He said, I was here the night that they went up. And he said, it's shocking. And he said, and the stuff that we had a sale on, he said, literally went down like a penny or two. Like not even. So, I mean, everything. Meat, dairy.
Yeah.
The only things that I didn't see an increase were eggs, which I mean, like, I don't need eggs. But everything else had gone up.
We have egg makers here.
Yeah.
So... 2 reasons why prices are going up. This is from me, not from things, but just as from me. One is inflation. Everybody's demanding higher wages, so everybody is starting out now. They want a job starting out at $15 or $18, and so since everybody's starting out at that prices, they've raised everything else. So really, them making more money is still not helping them. They're still going to have to spend more money.
It passes on to the consumer.
Yeah. So really, that $7 or $8, minimum wage is the equivalent of 15 now because everything else has gone up. And part of it also is still because everybody is still sick and there's still a lot of businesses not producing like they should and shipping like they should. It's just the supply and demand right now.
Right, and plus there's a shortage of truck drivers
So you
too.
got the two combination. You got the shortage and all of that's going on, and then everybody not willing to work unless you pay them a fortune to start out on a basic job to learn a skill. They think they should already be the CEO of a company, but and then so everything else has gone up as a result to make up for that.
Right. So basically, I'm sitting there in the store, I'm looking at these, and not to mention, now this is not a problem at our Aldi, but if you go to our Walmart shelves are practically empty. And again, this is something that I've seen happening in the West Coast, and it has slowly trickled over here. And again, it goes back to having lack of staff, lack of truck drivers and things like that.
Dang.
But I mean,
milk costs them $4.48.
Ooh, good gravy. Now, is that, and when you say that, you're talking about like just commercial dairy, like not the grass-fed, raw, all that. You're just talking about Walmart milk, right? I mean, it's insane. Lula said here in Ohio, saw that McDonald's is hiring at $13 an hour. I think they're doing the same thing here. There's also a sign-on bonus, and they still can't get people to come to work. It's absolutely ludicrous.
Somebody's from E-Town asking how close we are. We're about we're south of you. Yeah, we're probably about an hour south of E-Town.
Yeah, not terribly far.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So she says the Walmart brand organic milk.
Okay.
Non-organic was $1 cheaper.
Was $1. Okay, yeah, that's about how ours is too. It well, no, our organic milk would be a couple of dollars more. It runs about in the $4 range.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, getting back to the prepping thing. So I will be honest with you all, since I have started working full time, and you watch my grocery hauls, our groceries have been mostly based on convenience. I do try to get organic when I can, but you know, just getting as much help from the store as I can when it comes to meal prep. Not anymore, y'all. Not anymore. Of course, we're home now, and just everything is different when you're home. But I'm thinking, okay, I need to get back to basics, get back to canning, cooking from scratch, and then I'm starting to build our food storage, and then focusing on those key pantry staples. Oh, well, thank you, Idaho Hoosier.
Thank you very much.
Very sweet.
Appreciate that. Tracy's asked how far is an Aldi from us? Hers is about 40 minutes, over 40 minutes. Ours is about a half hour.
Yeah, about a half hour, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
Which, in that town, traffic, I hate it. One of the things I love
then
about...
if we go 20, 30 minutes the opposite direction, though, there's also a discount.
No Aldi.
No, there is a discount grocery. It's not Aldi, but...
You talking about the salvage store?
No.
Come on, Ruler?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there is a Ruler, which if some of y'all might have it, it's like an offshoot of Kroger.
Yeah.
They sell Kroger brand items or whatever. And some of their prices are comparable to Aldi, but most of them are not. Most of them are expensive.
Yeah.
Like their cheese is crazy expensive. But anyway, so yeah, so that was what I was getting to was, you know, if you're not already building a food storage or a pantry, which I'm sure most of y'all are, but if you're not, now is a really good time to learn to shop sales, learn what your family likes to eat and how to stock those things in your food storage. Yeah. And then learn how to rotate and keep an inventory and do all those things. And I'm hoping to get back into making those kind of videos. I really miss videos and hanging out with y'all.
And if some of y'all are blessed enough to be able to grow your own food, then if you're able to grow as much as you can and then learn how to canning and preserving and stuff like that, I mean,
that's all
growing your own food and preserving that in a pantry for future, you know, consumption. I mean, now you know where the food come from, how it was grown. It's not, you know, I mean, there's things that I will go to the store and buy if I have to, but if I can grow it and know, hey, I know there was nothing sprayed on it. I know you know, it just and it tastes better to me.
Yeah.
To me, food right out of the garden tastes 100 times better.
Yeah.
Than food
Boogie.
in the grocery store.
Yeah, Boogie said, I need guidance like that. Okay, well, I will make it a point. I need to, it's been a long time since I've sat down and like planned out what kind of videos that I'm going to put out. But
But that's something you used to do a lot, and she's
It's
really good at it. And when it comes to this type of stuff, being able to
Hey, Tim.
get extra food items, stocking up, prepping, putting aside foods for pantry items, finding sales, finding deals, couponing. You used to be amazing at that.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But again, it's just you know, there's when I took on a full-time job, I traded security for time. So I don't have as much time as I used to.
Life happened. We got busy.
So yeah, it's just a matter of managing time better and being more intentional. But my heart really is to share. I don't know everything, but I've learned a lot over the last 10 years or so, and really have a heart, especially now. I want people to be prepared. I want you to be able to have comfort knowing that if there's another lockdown, or if there's a loss of a job or something, that at least you have food to hold you over until your situation changes.
And when we started trying to homestead and do what little we could here, and started meeting other homesteaders and through the whole YouTube family.
Oh, Christina, that's awesome.
Especially through the homestead community, we met so many other like-minded people who want to be prepared, and so we've been good friends with several people that, I mean, we've learned a lot from them. We've thrown ideas. We help each other, iron sharpening iron, so to speak.
Right. Yeah. So that's
And when we find a good thing that we learn about, we try to share it with you guys.
we try. Yes,
Make
Jordan
sure it
Page
works
does
first.
have a lot of food cost cutting ideas.
Hey, dog.
What is the name of her? Is it just Jordan Page now? She used to have a different channel name.
There's another doggy.
Oh boy. Let's see. Look at it like this. God was the master gardener and the first vocation was a farmer, so it must be right. I agree wholeheartedly. If you need to know something, just ask me. If I don't know it, I'll just make it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for that tip. Hey Louise, did Jack have to get the COVID vaccine to keep his job?
Not yet.
Not yet. Fun, cheap, or free? Thank you. Yes, that is it. Hey, honey, I'm Homestead. It's been a little while since we've seen you around here. Welcome back.
What do you got?
Anyway, so that was just what I was thinking when I was looking at the prices, and I'm thinking, okay, it's time to get back to basics. So be looking for videos coming up. Like I said, I'm gonna try to sit down and really just go, to quote The Princess Bride, back to the beginning.
Somebody says check out the Macs.
Oh yeah.
The Mac, they are an amazing family, wonderful people.
We have a lot of friends that share a lot of fantastic information. The Max, 1870s Homestead, Acre Homestead, Little Mountain Ranch Homestead.
You'll leave out a bunch.
I know. But just off the top of my head, of course, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, MIGardener. Pretty much everything that I've learned about gardening, I have learned from my parents and MIGardener. Let's see. And I love, of course, like I said, Chelsea at Little Mountain Ranch. I mean, her garden is just, it's awesome. And then, of course, there's blogs like Reformation Acres, Homesteaders of America is another
Roots and
great
Refuge.
Roots and Refuge. I mean, there's so many great resources out there. Your room, it's coming along, Tim. It's coming along. And it has great acoustics. I was down there singing earlier.
Yeah, it's I've painted it. I've got, let me see, I've got most all the walls now painted with the exception of maybe 2.
Wild Wonderful Off Grid.
And I've got about half the floor painted.
Yep, and Mennonite Farmhouse too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mennonite Farmhouse, she has a lot of great canning videos. She actually did one. I don't know if I commented on your video or not. She's got one for, I'm going to mess up the name of it. It's like pineapple. What is it? It's like pineapple candied jalapenos. But it's jalapenos. It's almost like cowboy candy, but it's got pineapple in it.
Huh.
I thought that sounded amazing. Let's see, but yeah, we have, Hollis and Nancy. Oh, they're so awesome. Hollis is an amazing teacher when it comes to gardening. He is very, very cool. Well, thanks, Miss Patty. Patty's got some great canning videos, as well as they have some great gardening videos.
Oh, yeah, the aldermans.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many.
And what's amazing is through Homesteaders of America and some of their conferences, we've got to really get to hang out with some of them, and they're just as nice and amazing in person. Just the sweetest people. So all these people that we're talking about, they're real. You know, they just don't. They're not fake on YouTube. They're real people.
Yep. Thank y'all. That was very sweet. Money Pit Homestead. Let's see. And then I was also going to mention too that, of course, my friend Amanda over at the Bills, she does nothing but frugal living. And she teaches how she grocery shops and then shows the meals that she makes with everything. So she's another great resource.
Tim says, "Oh, thanks, Jackie."
Rose's Liberty said, "I am going this year to HOA conference." Awesome. Well, we're not going this year just because we've got so much going on here.
We actually had planned on going this year. This was going to be our year to get back into it. But then the big tragedy here at our homestead, the big house, you know, and us having to repair so much. And we're still in the middle. I mean, we're not in the middle of it. We're past the middle.
Yeah, we're coming out on the other side.
We have the light at the end of the tunnel, but there's still so much to do. I know we're going to be working on it the next couple months, so there's no way we can go right now.
No. Exactly.
Wish we could, though.
Had to cancel twice. Yeah, I'm glad you're going this year, though. I mean, it's just
You'll love it.
HOA is an amazing experience, and if you have a spouse that is not 100% on board with homesteading, maybe they support you, but like it's not their thing, or maybe they don't understand where you're coming from and why you want to do all the things you do. Take them to HOA with you, and they will be converted. It is. I don't want to be irreverent and say a spiritual experience, but it hits different when you're with all of these people.
It was a spark that lit a fire in me.
Yes.
I grew up on a small farm. My parents were farmers. I just didn't know if I liked doing any of that or gardening, and we started a small garden and we enjoyed that.
Yep.
But and of course, then you really got into it and working with.
Jumped off the deep end.
And then you met Amy and started working with her.
Yeah.
And then when we went to the conference, and I was hooked. Yeah.
Yeah. When I started getting interested in homesteading, which if you've watched our video to the intro to our channel, you know, it all started when I learned how to make bread. I decided, because I love to cook, but I didn't know how to make bread. And that was just like the most basic thing I think any cook should know how to do, is make bread. So anyway, I learned how to make bread. And then one day I was reading the back of a loaf of bread, and there is literally, I counted them, this particular loaf of bread had about 25 different ingredients. And of course, I didn't know what any of them were. And I was like, okay, but when I make bread, I use flour, water, yeast, salt, honey, and oil, and that was it. So that was basically how it all started, was, okay, so what else can I do for myself? And then you just, it was kind of like an awakening. You just start to notice things, and you start to ask questions, and you start going down all these rabbit trails. So I eventually came upon the homesteading community. I think my first exposure was to Reformation Acres. And it was when we had our first garden. and we had a squash plant, and I noticed these iridescent little beads on the back of the leaf. And I was like, what is that? So I type it in, and I came across Reformation Acres, and I was reading about her lifestyle. They live an agrarian lifestyle, which if you know who I'm talking about, oh man, her name just slipped my mind. But anyway, she works with HOA now, so that's pretty awesome. But anyway, so you know, it just opened a whole different world to me. I didn't realize that people other than farmers chose to live like that, and it was just awesome. And then I found her channel name was Misty Shooter, and then there were some numbers. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Oh, let's go.
Misty Shooter 327 or something like that. No, not Amy. It's it'll come to me in a minute. I can't believe I can't think of her name right now. It's not Amy. No, I know who Amy is. But anyway, so yeah, Reformation Acres. She has that blog.
I found it.
So, what was my point? I really rabbit trailed on that one.
Yep. I was just having fun
Just
playing
talking
with the dog.
about. Oh, anyway, so during all that time, I had a full-time job at that time. Listen, I had a full-time job at that time. I was really getting interested. I was doing a lot of research. I found all these different YouTube channels. We were learning how to garden, and then I came across Luke, and so then when
you've been watching MIGardener since he was just like a teenager.
When he was little. Anyway, so what I was getting to was, after I quit my job so we could start homeschooling, I decided to really work on homesteading, because I felt like since I no longer had that income coming in, that my contribution to the family would be, you know, growing and preserving our own food, and that would be my income. So yeah, that's where that all started, and it's just grown from there.
It's something. Well,
thank you, Chuck.
She was really on board with it. I wasn't. I was just like, I'm okay with it. But
okay, I think we're back.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Huh. It kind of
froze up on
there was
us.
a glitch there, but we're back.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, when we went there and we met the people, and they were just awesome, and so many people just like-minded, down to earth, real people. The biggest part was they genuinely wanted to help.
Yeah.
If they knew how to do something, they really were willing to help you figure it out, know what to do. And man, it was just hooked. I was like, man, that's cool. Now that I know how to do it, because some things I didn't want to do because I don't have the first clue how to even get started. And then all these people are like, oh, here's what you got to do. Here's what you need. And I'm just like, really? And they're like, yeah, see how I do this? And before you know, I was like, yeah, I can go home and do that. And so I wanted to go home and try a bunch of stuff. Hand-Hewn Farms.
Oh, they're so
These
cool.
guys are awesome. You
Yeah.
need to check out Hand-Hewn Farm. They have a booth set up every year, and they do demonstrations, and they make some of the awesome
Oh my goodness.
meat country hams,
Prosciutto.
prosciutto.
Yep.
And that's amazing.
Yep.
That is amazing stuff. But they show you, I mean, and they teach you, and they go through the process and the different cuts, and they just genuinely, they want people to know how this stuff is done, and that, hey, you can do it too.
Yep.
It was just cool.
Yeah. So, but here's what's funny about that whole thing is, hang on, I'm trying to find Quinn. Her name is Quinn, Reformation Acres. And she now...
I don't know. Somebody might have put it in the comments, but we just missed it.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
She has been with HOA now for a couple of years, and she's a sweetheart. Anyway, okay. So, what was I going to say? Oh, okay. The very first homesteading conference that I went to was the Appalachia Homestead Conference, the one that Patera threw. I went to her very first one, and... right before I left to go, this guy says to me, now don't come back wanting to do all the things. And I was like, I already want to do all the things.
I did say that, and I actually remember that.
And then, so we go to HOA, and guess who comes back wanting to do all the things?
Yeah.
He was even like, I mean, a lot of the things that he was like all excited about, now he's like not talked about. But I mean, he was really, I think we could probably have a couple of goats. Yeah, I think we could do goats. Yeah. So, like,
Well, and we tried really hard to find more acres.
yeah, we did.
But it wasn't in the budget. It wasn't meant to be, or at least right now it wasn't meant to be.
It's not right now. Yeah.
So yeah, we wanted to find
Good, Tim.
a place where we actually had the land and could have more, livestock and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Somebody,
Oh, I would love to go to the Homesteading Life Conference. That's the one that Doug and Stacy.
Robin
do.
G. I'm scrolling back. Hello from one of your subs that hardly ever comments, but I think I saw you on a show about caves. You probably did.
Probably did.
I'm on several. I got just recently, a couple of weeks ago, I got to be on a British television show called Underground Marvels, and it was aired on the Discovery Plus channel, which we don't have.
No.
But anyway, sometimes I'm in the wrong place at the right time, I guess.
Yeah. Let me tell you another funny story. So one day he sends a message and he said, "Have you ever heard of the AB family?" And we were like, "Yeah, why?" And he was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know who they were, but I've been showing them around on a cave.
I've been
all
with
day."
them all day, kind of as their personal
Guide.
guide.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I wasn't
love
sure
Fit
who they
Farmer.
were. And then, yeah, my daughter pulls up one
No,
of the
I do, because they have that video or several videos
things
where,
you don't say to your wife.
Yes. And
Well,
then she ends up
I've
killing
seen
him.
that. I've seen you
Yes.
watch that many, many times. It did not clue that that's who they were.
Right. Like there's the one where he goes, "You're just like your," and then she goes, "Say it." And he goes, "Mother." And then it shows him dead and it's like, "I will
Yeah.
remember."
So yeah, I spent all day with
Yeah.
them, and they were just being goofy and stupid, and I was like, "Who is this group?" And then they said something about, "We've got a YouTube channel, and we've got like over 1 million people that watch our videos," and I was like, "Wow!" And so I was like, "Well, my wife is on YouTube all the time. Maybe she knows who they were." And she was
Oh,
like,
my
"Yeah,
word.
we watch them." And I was like, "We do."
Yeah, we could not believe that he had spent all day with them. And
I am not
had
good.
no idea who they
I
were.
am not good at recognizing people.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But
And
anyway,
I'm really even worse at remembering names.
Yeah.
So I will see somebody and I was like, I know that person. I can't remember their name though.
Yeah. I'm definitely, as I get older, it's harder for me to remember people's names. But yeah, he is in one of the AB family's videos. They were actually doing a promotion for, was it an allergy medicine or something?
What?
They were doing a promotion for allergy medicine, like
Who?
Claritin, the AB family, when they were coming through.
No, they were on their way to Texas for a benefit concert for, I don't know if it was farmers or people that had in the flood or something. And yeah, they were sponsored by a company, so I think they would mention them in every little stop along the way. But
Yeah.
that's why they were coming through here.
Yeah, someone said Bluegrass Homestead. I heard they found 30 more miles of Mammoth Cave.
Ah, okay.
Is it 30 miles?
8.
8.
Yeah, 8. It went from 412 to 420. So
Yeah.
that's
couldn't
pretty,
remember.
pretty big deal.
Yeah, we went to Lorraine Caverns. That was a very interesting cave. It has, I love the part where you walk down and it's got the reflection pool. That what it was called. That was a really cool part. But let me tell you, if you've never been to Mammoth Cave, one of the things that, I've been in a couple of different caves.
Every cave's different. by
Every
the
cave
way.
is different, but the thing that I noticed about Lorraine Caverns is it did not feel alive. Caves breathe, and Lorraine didn't.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
Well, they've built a house or a building. They've built a structure over top of it.
Yeah.
So it kind of can't now.
Yeah.
And
It was just very different. It was just very strange.
didn't have any life. in
But
it.
Lorraine Caverns is cool. If
It's
anybody
pretty.
ever gets to go there, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mennonite Farmhouse has been to Lorraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you are going to HOA, make sure you look for Tim. He's going to be the one driving the golf cart.
Yep, Tim's a huge help at that conference.
Yes, he
He's
is.
a go-to getter.
There was a lot of times where I'd get in his cart, and I was like, I don't know if I can walk anymore. And he's like, I got you. And he just dropped me to wherever I needed to go, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Eggs and bacon at Lorraine.
We're talking about formations.
Formations, yeah.
Cave formations.
Oh, and I forgot about the pipe organ, too. That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, any sort of conference you can go to. Of course, the Homesteaders
Yeah,
Picnic.
thank you, Kathy. Kathy just posted information about the Homesteaders of America
you know,
conference.
we
It's
are-
coming up just in a few weeks.
We're actually affiliates of Homesteaders of America, but I don't even know if I have a link anywhere. If they've given,
Well,
I'm not.
it's been kind of crazy the
Yeah.
last 6 months. We have definitely not been in the loop, and
It
for
feels
good
like-
reason. We got a good excuse.
It literally feels like it's been a year. Like, I don't even remember
Yeah.
life before it happened. It just
May 4th.
feels like it has been forever. But
Well, and then last year this time everything was shut down. Everything.
yeah,
And so this year it's like nothing's shut down. More people around us are sick, but nothing's shut down now. But we're dealing with this. We got everything
Yeah.
else to deal with. So
yeah. But yeah, anytime if there's any sort of get together around you, if you can go, you should definitely go, because again, it's the education, it's the resources, but it's the fellowship.
it is.
I think one of the cool things about HOA the first year was somebody came up to, I think it was Amy, and they said, that they homeschool, they have a large family, they try to grow as much of their own food as they can, and they said, for the first time in a long time, we feel normal.
Yeah. Yeah. They were so emotional about that. They were
Yeah.
just like, we found people that don't look down on us for wanting to do this. It was like, yeah, we do it too.
Right.
And so yeah, it's a great, again, iron sharpening iron in the homesteading community.
Yeah.
In that platform.
Right. Yeah. Super.
Can't say enough
super
about
cool.
it.
And of course, we missed the Heartland Homesteaders Picnic, which
Yeah, we've got to get through getting our house put back together, and then we greatly desire the fellowship
Yes.
of our
Yes, we do.
friends.
Definitely.
And she's a very sociable person.
I am.
I can just go camping and be in a tent by myself for a week and be just as happy as can be.
Well, as I've gotten older, that I do have to have decompression, but I do love being around people, just not as long
Yeah.
as I used
Yeah,
to.
I can be very content being by myself all day, but also if I'm around people that I know are my friends and like I love being
Yeah.
around them.
Yeah.
Absolutely love being around them.
Yeah, true caveman. I would say that is
I am
accurate.
true, yeah.
Yes, homestead conferences are family reunions, and that is so true. So true. I really wish we could go this
Yeah.
year. I'd love to see everybody. Joel Salatin, Sieg the Rhodes, just everybody. It's just going to be pretty.
I mean,
it's going to be awesome.
There's lots of places we want to go as soon as we can start doing that again. One of them's Michigan.
Oh, definitely. We miss our Michigan friends for sure,
And Virginia.
and Virginia,
And then
and we'd like to go to Missouri.
and a place that we've been wanting to go, we haven't been able to yet. Well, it's Texas, but like down south. The Macs have asked us to
Mississippi.
visit the Macs and Aldermans and all them, and then Texas.
Yeah.
So that's one of our future trips that we would love to do one day.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're down to just like a few minutes left on the program. So you gonna take them downstairs and sing for them now? Play the keyboard and sing?
No, I don't play the keyboard very well, but I try.
She plays
Minnesota.
the piano she plays by ear.
I play by ear, so usually sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's a hot
So
mess.
you have to play through it several times
Yeah.
and get used to playing it.
Yeah. See, the good thing about playing by ear is sometimes I can pick things up and then I can transpose it if I need to, you know, bring it down a little bit or take it up a little bit. But also, if I get nervous and I can't remember, sometimes I have to memorize things. So I don't know. Anyway.
Austin rocks. Sorry you're late. I mean, we're finishing up, but
yeah.
might want to go back and catch us later when you can watch us again.
It was, yeah, I'm sure it was good. I hate that we missed it. Have y'all had a hard time finding ammo too? Yes. That's either hard to find or crazy expensive.
I think that is kind of, it's universal everywhere currently, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Tracy saying please? What did I miss?
I think she's asking me to sing.
Oh.
I don't like doing the TikTok was easy because it was just me, you know, like I didn't have an audience. It was just me and the guy I was duetting. So I just I get nervous.
If you follow us on Instagram, Tangi_Freedom Homestead. And Jack_Freedom Homestead. But if you go to her Instagram, and she did post last week a TikTok video where she duetted with somebody. And I'm not on TikTok, but you can watch it on her Instagram also.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll just use that as the song. And then maybe later.
I think if I was trying to sing something now, I'd probably mess up.
Yeah, because she's still got spaghetti and salad in her throat.
Yeah. In my throat. Yeah, I was trying to think.
We're digesting supper. Look at there. She's already posting links to follow you.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Well, to follow both of us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy, for all the hard work you do. You're a great moderator.
Yes.
All of our moderators are awesome.
Are
most of them.
awesome.
We got Tim.
We have great moderators, and then there's Tim. No,
just kidding.
Awesome.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
He knows I'm joking.
Yeah. Oh, me.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Lord willing, next week we'll be able to go live back in our kitchen, and it might look different. Well, it's going to look different. It looks a lot different right now.
Different already.
But it's not done different.
Well, hopefully, I mean, for me, the big thing is getting the cabinets done so we can start putting stuff back. We've got stuff all over the table and everywhere.
So we're going to get off here. I know I've probably still got a few more things that's going to keep me up for another hour or two.
Yeah.
Keep me busy. So
I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Well, I got to do some more stuff.
Yeah. All right.
You want to sign us off?
Yep. All right, you all. So, again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We always enjoy it.
Thank you, Rose's Liberty.
And until next time, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. God bless you all, and we will catch you in the next one.
Yeah. See ya.